In Azuri Bay, they say, when the wind blows, it carries more than dust. It carries stories. Some stories arrive gently. Others arrive like harmattan, dry, sharp, impossible to ignore. The story of Kofi Bediako arrived like both. Azuri Bay was a city that believed in sweat, not superstition. Generators coughed in protest during blackouts. Fishermen argued with the sea before sunrise. Market women could calculate profit faster than calculators. It was a city of effort. And yet, into this restless place came a man whose handshake could change a life. But as the Akan elders say, the left hand washes the right, and the right washes the left. No gift stands alone. It works with the heart that receives it. Kofi was born in Nantoma at sunrise. As the first light stretched across the earth, he cried, loud and stubborn. Old Nana Sawa, the village prophetess, looked at his tiny palms and whispered, "This child carries multiplication." In Africa, when elders speak, even the wind listens. Strange things followed him as he grew. Seeds he handed to farmers yielded abundant harvest. Goats he touched recovered from illness. When he carried his mother's shea butter bowl to market, it always sold out. The village celebrated him. But as another proverb warns, the child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. And villages sometimes embrace too tightly. Kofi's uncle, Mensa, saw profit where others saw blessing. He dragged the boy into business meetings. "Shake hands first," he insisted. Deals multiplied. Money flowed. And then greed grew teeth. A corrupt miner forced Kofi to bless an illegal gold operation with a handshake. Gold came quickly. But so did death. When the mine collapsed, the greedy man fled. The villagers turned to the boy. As the Yoruba say, when the head is rotten, the neck bears the blame. They blamed Kofi. Fear replaced admiration. Even children avoided him. Only his mother stood firm. "Do not use my son as your ladder," she warned them. But fear is louder than wisdom. Her heart broke long before her body did. Before she died, she told him, "Your gift is not for greed. Guard it." And Kofi learned a painful truth. A man who has been bitten by a snake fears even a rope. He left Nantoma with a closed heart. Years later, he arrived in Azuri Bay. He opened a solar technology shop, irrigation pumps, study lamps, cold storage units, grain mills. He believed in sunlight. He believed Africa did not lack resources, only access. But he did not believe in people. When customers asked simple questions, he responded sharply. When children lingered, he dismissed them. When traders greeted him, he nodded without warmth. Soon, the city agreed. His goods are strong, but his spirit is sour. Yet every now and then, he changed. He would laugh loudly. Greet people warmly. Extend his hand. But nobody accepted it. Because as the Igbo say, a masquerade that dances today may chase you tomorrow. They did not trust his sudden sunshine. Until Kojo. Kojo the fisherman was drowning in debt. He bought a solar freezer from Kofi to preserve fish. When it worked perfectly, he returned to thank him. That day, Kofi was cheerful. "Kojo, the sea has not swallowed you yet," he joked. And he extended his hand. Kojo hesitated. But remembered. No matter how long the night, the day will surely come. He shook it. That season, his net overflowed. Storms passed him by. A seafood exporter signed him. His effort multiplied. He did not become lazy. He became focused. Because the Hausas say, success is not the key to happiness, happiness is the key to success. And Kojo found both. Alma the seamstress bought a solar sewing machine. Kofi criticized her measurements. She ignored him. One rare bright afternoon, he surprised her. "You are disciplined," he said. He extended his hand. Amma remembered her grandmother's words. "If you close your eyes to facts, you will learn through accidents." She chose not to close her eyes to opportunity. She shook his hand. Her designs gained attention. Orders multiplied. She trained apprentices. She paid them fairly. Because she believed. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Her success was not magic. It was multiplied diligence. Bonso bought a solar study lamp. Kofi called him over one cheerful afternoon. "You think too much," he said. "Act." Bonso shook his hand. Confidence replaced fear. He built a solar water purifier and won a National Innovation Award. Investors came. But Bonso stayed humble. For he knew, however far a stream flows, it never forgets its source. He partnered with Kofi to serve rural communities. Not everyone came with clean hearts. Kwame the politician shook Kofi's hand for cameras. Within weeks, corruption surfaced. Sewa the competitor shook his hand to steal suppliers. Her business collapsed under unexpected misfortune. Teta the gambler shook it expecting instant wealth. He lost more than money, he lost pride. Because as the Swahili say, the fool speaks, the wise man listens. And greed rarely listens. People began to understand. The handshake did not create character. It revealed it. Many women approached him for advantage. He sensed their hunger. He withdrew. Then came along a nurse with tired eyes and steady hands. He insulted her paperwork. She smiled gently. "I have treated worse wounds than your words," she replied. Months later, during a rare moment of openness, he offered his hand. She paused. "You don't have to test me," she said. No one had spoken to his pain before. She shook his hand. Nothing exploded. No instant riches. But something healed. She listened to his story. Of Nantoma. Of blame. Of his mother. And she told him, "You were not the storm. You were the mirror." As the elders say, rain does not fall on one roof alone. His pain had touched many lives. But so had his blessing. An old pastor once told him, "Your gift amplifies intention. It is not gold in your skin. It is truth in your spirit." Kofi realized something powerful. He had used meanness as protection. But protection had become prison. And as the proverb goes, when there is no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. He began to soften. Not weak. Just whole. Kofi married Ilom in a modest ceremony. When guests joked about shaking his hand for luck, he laughed. "My hand does nothing your heart has not chosen," he said. He mentored young entrepreneurs. He shook hands rarely, but sincerely. Azuri Bay prospered. Not because of superstition, but because people learned that intention shapes outcome. And the elders summarized it best. The sun does not forget a village just because it is small. Every sincere effort matters. Blessings multiply what already lives within you. If you carry greed, it will grow. If you carry integrity, it will shine. Or as the Akan say, the good tree brings forth good fruit. And in the end, the true gold was never in Kofi's palm. It was in the courage of those who reached out with clean hands. Like and subscribe.